Okay. Hey there, YouTube slasher chicks and slasher dudes. My name's Alicia, and this is Slasher Chick TV, where we like to talk about growth mindset and negotiation strategies. So you never have to choose between this or that. You can always say yes to this slash that. And I feel like my stream is buffering, and I do not know how to fix it. But I'm gonna see what's happening on my phone. Now I feel like I'm buffering live. My internet's been unstable like all day, and I don't know what that's about. But I wanted to achieve my objective.
I don't know what that's about.
All right, it doesn't
But
look that
I
unstable on
wanted
the other
to
end.
achieve.
Okay. But I wanted to achieve my objective of my 41st consecutive day of live streaming and to follow up on what I'd learned about the new Chat GPT. Now, first, I'd like to talk about the Bumble Fumble. Though maybe I would like to talk about that first. Let me see if I can pull up what were these Bumble ads that had people all in an uproar. All right, we'll find a news article that we can use according to fair use to discuss this topic about these Bumble ads that were placed on billboards that it seems like people thought were, well, one, they were anti celibacy ads. And I believe that there was a general consensus that they were misogynistic at best. So, Bumble, according to Associated Press, has been facing backlash over that news. Well, it's not just according to Associated Press. You can see it's according to everyone. If you just search simply Bumble ads, it's going to be the first thing that comes up right now, according to, oh, here's my Bumble ads Google search. And it's the first thing that comes up according to the BBC, CBS, The Cut, The Verge, Reddit, Today.com, AP News, Business Insider, New York Post, and all over everywhere in social media. And so Bumble has tried to figure out how to fix that problem that they caused for themselves. Now, this is how you know, again, that there's very limited diversity in the team. Because had there been more diversity of thought, at least one person, maybe someone did say it and it just didn't go across well. I don't know. But Bumble has apologized, similar to the apology that we heard not too long ago from Watcher after alienating their audience. We made a mistake. Our ads referencing celibacy were an attempt to lean into a community frustrated by modern dating. Instead of bringing joy and humor, we unintentionally did the opposite. Some of the perspectives we heard were from those who shared that celibacy is the only answer when reproductive rights are continuously restricted, from others for whom celibacy is a choice, one that we respect, and from the asexuality community for whom celibacy can have a particular meaning and importance which should not be diminished. We are also aware that for many, celibacy may be brought on by harm or trauma. For years, Bumble has passionately stood up for women in marginalized communities and their right to fully exercise personal choice. We didn't live up to these values with this campaign, and we apologize for the harm it caused. So here's what we're doing. We're removing these ads from our global marketing campaign. Bumble will be making a donation to the National Domestic Violence Hotline, among other organizations, as a part of our ongoing efforts to support the work being done around the communities that support women, marginalized communities, and those impacted by abuse. We will also be offering these parties that billboard space to display an ad of their choice for the duration of our reserved billboard time. Please keep up. Please keep speaking and telling us how we can be better. We care about you, and we always will be here for you. We love and with love and sincere appreciation, Bumble. They really had no choice but to apologize. They really dropped the ball on that, and I think in general people are not excited about online dating, period. Upset about the general state of what of affairs in those types of relationships, period. So it's not a sign to make it worse. Now, on to ChatGPT. Yesterday, I stumbled across the new upgrade to ChatGPT, GPT 4.0, and the O stands for Omni model. So think omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, etc. It's basically the everything, everywhere, all at once version of ChatGPT. And one thing I can say, it is absolutely faster. You can see from the live stream I did last night how fast it produced results. But other than that, I haven't tried out a lot of the features. Now, one of the things that I thought was quite concerning was this. I One of the new features they will add is the voice option. And if you haven't seen some of the videos that OpenAI has released, um, then this might be startling for you as it was startling for me. I don't know how I feel about this. This might be finally the point where I'm like, ooh, maybe we've gone a little bit too far. But give me a second and I'll show you what I mean. Let this ad play. Maybe not let the ad play because I don't want to be copywritten by an advertisement, which I feel like would have been on the YouTubes. So let's get that out of the way. Matter of fact, yeah, sorry, y'all. I got to skip it now. Okay, so what you're about to watch may be disturbing to some viewers. And to others, you may feel like, yeah, of course, this is exactly where we should be. How did we not do this a long time ago?
Hey, yeah, I'm here. What's up? Hey, let's have some fun. I'd like you to be super sarcastic. Everything you say from now on is just gonna be dripping in sarcasm. How does that sound? Oh,
I automatically didn't think that was going to be possible. Like, I immediately was like, okay, well, that's not going to work. And then this happened.
ooh, that sounds just amazing. Being sarcastic all the time isn't exhausting or anything. I'm so excited for this. Nope, the sarcasm. Let's get
I mean, are you witnessing this?
this party started.
This is a computer. This is a computer.
Or whatever.
That's all I can say. Okay.
We've had like the idea of voice controlled computers for a long time. They've never, to me, felt natural to use. And this one, the fluidity, the pliability, whatever you want to call it, I just can't believe how much I love using it. Welcome to
All right. I feel like the AI is like trying to take over my computer because I wasn't trying to share that part. I was just trying to share what I shared already. I'm not trying to get me on copyright. ChatGPT. Hi, Coach Sherry. Happy Tuesday. Yes, I have made it to day 41. No, that is one of the new capabilities in the new version of ChatGPT. They have not rolled out the voice option yet, but it will be rolled out shortly. And it will be available in the free option for anyone. Now, that was the new thing I also learned. Like, okay, well, why should I keep paying for this then? There will still be limits on access as far as how many requests you can make. So, paying for it will still give me more requests than a free user. Um, and I think there was something else about speed that continuing to pay for it will also give me. Oh, priority. So it's not only the number of requests, but priority of request. I don't know if you recall or if this ever happened to you if you ever tried with ChatGPT, but sometimes it would basically like time out because too many people were making too many requests at the same time. Um, but yeah, that is one of the new and future features of ChatGPT that you'll be able to use voice to that level. Not only will ChatGPT be responding to you in voice, but you can talk to it using your voice without an additional GPT. Because right now you can do that, but you had to get like a GPT add on kind of plug in thing. But now it's going to be baked into the product. I don't know how that'll change things. That'll be interesting too if that slows down people creating things on using GPT, Chat GPT. I know when I used to be a Sims player, and one of the fun of Sims was the mod community, was the community of people that would make add-ons to the Sims that like made the game do things that it couldn't normally do. But it allowed you to extend your play in a way that was more like what people actually wanted to do. And so eventually, in a future version, what they did was just hire those same developers to develop the next iteration of the game. And so then it was baked into the game, similar to now where the advanced features that otherwise people were paying for is baked into the free version of ChatGPT. Yeah, that's when I stopped using it. It wasn't as fun anymore because when they hired those developers, they limited some of the things that they could do. So my favorite mods were no longer available. Uh, so not that I don't see how that can happen here. I see this as the evolution, but I think this is also the first time that I have ever started to think, oh, maybe we should slow this down a little bit. Um, so yeah, I don't know. That was like that was Sims the shift from Sims 3 to Sims 4. So gosh, it's been like over 10 years now, and that's why I quit. I don't know what iteration of Sims they're on now. Let me see. I think they're still on a Sims 4, but they make a bunch of expansion packs. Oh no, they're on Sims 5. Huh. Yeah, like they used to have all the best mods. I mean, well, I'll say my favorite mods they did bring back eventually, but they made them expansion packs. So like one of the mods I used to have was to be able to have a school where all the kids that were in the Sims neighborhood would go to the same school. So you had to have, modification that allowed you to create a new location with the school that like was not an address and that everybody could come from other addresses. And then like the desk itself was a modification to get people to get the kids to sit in one spot and like have their skill levels go up, etc. They eventually added things like that, but it's now an expansion pack that you have to pay $29.99 for instead of it being in the community that you can find them in like forums of people who just really love the game, so they make these cool mods for it to let you play the off-brand use. Um, but yeah, it's interesting to see technology evolve right before our eyes in ways that I don't think I ever thought I was going to see in my lifetime. I've joked about it, like using Siri or Alexa, and now they say kind of thank you or respond back. And I've always joked, like, yeah, I always say something back because when the machines become sentient beings, I want them to remember I've always been friendly. Um, but yeah, the speed at which we are developing artificial intelligence and feeding it more information is, yeah, finally a little bit like, okay, humans, I don't know how much I trust us to continue to wield all this power. So I mean, like, for example, our laws have definitely not caught up to this technology. Our laws have barely caught up to social media. So imagine how behind our laws are as it relates to artificial intelligence. Yeah. I learned how to type on a typewriter. I learned how to type on a typewriter because my grandma had one. So I take that back. In school, I learned how to type on a word processor, which was like the predecessor to computer. It's not even like the predecessor to a computer. It was. I mean, all you could do was like type stuff on it and have it printed out on a paper. That was basically it. I am old enough to have had to learn the Dewey Decimal System to actually look up stuff in a library and have to use the encyclopedia as a resource. And I am grateful that I did not grow up in an era in which social media was everywhere, in which it seemed like all the answers were at my fingertips, because I can definitely say it has shifted some young people's ability to manage like interpersonal conflict and interpersonal relationships, period. Um, and yeah, uh, although I am a huge advocate for technology, you can't ignore its impact on society as well, and in ways that shifts humankind. So it's all what a time to be alive. I swear. I definitely find myself amazed at that almost every day. Now, the other things that have gotten better are their language models as far as other languages beyond English. So that's another thing that they have improved. And also Google I/O. Uh, yeah, Google had their announcement today, and they'll be making improvements to their GPT. And I don't know exactly what those are, but their Gemini product will be getting some improvement. So let's see. What did they say? I'm sure there is a article on Google that sums it up, right? I mean, it's their presentation, so there's got to be. Let me see what I can find. Oh, okay. This, all right. According to the Google blog, they're adding Gemini, Google AI on Android. Oh, that is another thing that the Chat GPT update has. They are making not only um, there's going to be a desktop app. So that is also a new feature. Um, all right. So, yeah, Google is looking to make their AI just generally more accessible. So they have some more developer communities. That doesn't actually impact me directly. I'm not developing anything, but thanks to the power of ChatGPT, maybe I could be. I don't know. Because apparently it gets it's getting easier. Now let's see, what else are the new features of that that'll be in Google? Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot. So I'm not really sure about that one. Maybe I'll have to take another day to catch up on that for what happened there and what they will come out with. Because yeah, I can't wait to see what Google comes up with next as well. I mean, it was obviously, planned to have both of these this week. This is a huge day for, I mean, this is a huge week for, yeah, advancements in technology, period, that still impact all of us, and that can be used for the betterment of humanity. I was in a live stream earlier today that was just about like, hey, we're going to crowdsource different use cases for AI, for ChatGPT, especially based on these updates. And there were literally people in there from almost every country. Like well, okay, maybe not every country, but certainly from every continent but Antarctica. Um, there were people from the US, the UK, the Philippines, India. Um, I remember someone being in there from Taiwan, like just from everywhere, really all interested in learning more about how they'll use AI to improve their daily lives, whether that be to improve their work or to improve projects that they're working on. That community I was not expecting. I did not know that existed as well. And so it also gave me a little bit of hope that this could also be a tool that connects people of like minds and like interests to create solutions for things that yeah, better humanity, and that can benefit all of us that we hadn't even thought of. um so that's my hope, and I think the fact that that was my immediate outlook is a good sign too, that that was the first thought I had, was that this could be good for us. So let's see. One can hope that it's good for us, but this is humans that we're talking about, so it could also be used for not so good. um Wow. Okay. So Coach Sherry says AI was recommended by a partner in South Africa, and he said it would be great use for policy creation, standards, just a lot of things that I create off the top of my dome. Yeah. A great tool to at least get started on them. And we've talked about this. You're obviously not going to let it do everything, because it must be verified, trust but verify for sure. Um, but it does provide some value so that you're not starting with a blank page. And that's one of the things I really love about it. I still can't get over that. recipe that it made for us the other day. I'm very interested in also seeing if I can take other recipes and get it to give me recommendations on how you might make this a one person meal, like how you might make this for one without being wasteful. Because that is something that is really challenging as when you're cooking for one, is the portions, like how to make the right amount. So that's something I'm also interested in trying to use my chat GPT for. And so maybe that's one I will try and see what happens now if I said, hey, give me a one person recipe for X, Y, and Z. What's something I really do very much want a one person recipe for? I have been looking for this recipe for the longest. I once found it in a Real Simple magazine. Now, this wasn't the original time that I had it. The original time I had it was at an event, but then I later saw a recipe for it in a Real Simple magazine, and it was a curry chicken salad, and it was so good. And I remember feeling like I would have never thought of that. Would never put that together to make a. I'm not even a huge chicken salad fan in the first place because I don't like mayonnaise. So I definitely would have never made a curry chicken salad, but it was very, very good. So let's see if ChatGPT can recreate such a menu. I mean, such a, what do you call it? Recipe, and do it for one. All right. Anytime now, computer. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens on this Tech and Taste Tuesday because we're going to leave here with a recipe. Um, create a recipe for one for curry chicken salad. You know what? I'm going to take this to the next level and say I will use this to meal prep. So think about how it can be used in 2 to 3 meals and give me additional recipes that include the chicken salad. Well, let me be specific, the curry chicken salad. Or I guess I can make part of it. I don't know. Let's see what ChatGPT says. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, it gave me a curry chicken salad recipe for one. I need a mayonnaise alternative. Let me just see what it says for that. I do not like mayonnaise. Oh, do I need to spell that right? Please provide an alternative. You don't even have to use good punctuation. I guess if you did, it would probably make your results better, though. Oh, okay. Oh, now if I substitute it with additional Greek yogurt, that's actually healthier anyway. Oh, but they went too far with the healthiness. Now they're trying to make me put it on a whole wheat tortilla. But okay, but it did do what I asked. It gave me some additional meal prep ways I could take it from there with a curry chicken salad wrap, curry chicken salad stuffed peppers. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Curry chicken salad lettuce cups. I feel like that. Okay. Um, all right. If I were going keto, I could make some Parmesan crackers. Um, yeah, I don't like any mayonnaise. It's a, I don't like, I also, like, I don't like egg yolk. So I think that has something to do with why I don't like mayonnaise. Um, But I will eat some things that are made with mayonnaise, but like I have to be like in the mood for it, and it has to have such a light coating. Like I will occasionally like macaroni salad. I like tuna salad, but that like almost is the full extent of anything I eat with mayonnaise in it. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm really trying to think. I'm like, is there anything else I eat with mayonnaise in it? I'm like, nope. I really don't think so. I think that's about it. And you know what else is about it? Is about it for day 41 of consecutive live streaming days. Coach Sherry, you didn't go live yet today, did you? Because if not, I look forward to joining your live for your day 44. Is that accurate? I think so. Let me see. I'm checking. Nope. Okay. So I will be there. Um, and I'll be grabbing my dinner and meeting you there later, whenever that might be. And I look forward to your topic of the day. So have a great Tech Tuesday. Thanks, everyone. And I'll see you tomorrow on Win Win Wednesday.